Before we can run unit tests, we need to install PHPUnit. In step 40 in the resource pack, we have some instructions on how to install PHPUnit. I'm going to open those up now. On a Mac, it's pretty straightforward and very similar to the steps you used to install Composer. PHPUnit is a FAR file, which again is a collection of PHP files in an application that gets bundled into a single file, much like a zip file, except PHP can run it directly. So our first step is downloading it. Then we're going to make the application executable, and then we'll put it in our user bin directory so we can execute it just like we do composer.far from any place in our file system. For Windows, it's a little bit more complicated, but we'll go through each one of these steps. First, let's go through the process of installing on a Mac. So in this initial step, we're going to download the file using wget, and so I'm going to copy this command and go over to our command line. I'll clear the back scroll. I'll paste in this command and hit enter. It'll take just a minute to download. So now if we did an ls inside of this directory, we would see that we now have phpunit.var. We can actually run it directly here, php, and then I'll do phpunit.var. And you see this list of options which indicates that phpunit is running properly. Now we're going to take this one step further and move this to our user bin directory after we set this to be executable. So let's go back to our instructions, and the next command that we're going to use is a change mod to make this file executable. I'll copy it. I'm going to jump back to the command line, paste this in, so it's change mod plus x phpunit.var, and I'll hit enter. We don't get any errors, so we're good to go. Finally, we're going to move it into our user bin directory, and we can use this command to do that. mv phpunit.var, and then the location, user local bin phpunit. I'll copy this, go back to the command line, paste it in, hit enter, and now we should be able to run PHPUnit right on the command line. I typed in PHPUnit, and we see all of our options here. Okay, so this should work for you on a Mac or Linux. Next, let's take a look how to do this on a Windows machine.